Oh, hi, how's it going? So, we're in Animal Kingdom. Why? Because we can be. We're gonna go do some rides because the kids are in school and they're not here, so we could go on stuff and have fun. Bad news, it's busy. Good news, Flight of Passage is under an hour. So we're gonna go do that. And hopefully I didn't just jinx it. But come on, let's go have some fun. So we brought our own excitement. We made it off-world. We're heading towards Passage of Flying that is currently saying 45 minutes. So that means we get off and ask if we could ride again. And hope they say yes. They probably won't say yes. It is currently a time. Wish us luck. Okay. Entering line prediction. If it is truly 45 minutes, we should make it to at least the potty break room. All of this natural Pandora fan tree environment. You really feel one with nature. It's amazing these things just grow naturally here. It's where the wind comes from. There's a Na'vi word for that, but I can't pronounce it. Well, first cave system check. Let's keep swimming. Not quite midline potty, but we're close. That took 4 minutes. 10 minutes in. If you're paying attention, we just passed the midline potty. Built mainly due to necessity, unfortunately. Okay, update. 30-ish minutes, we passed the blue guy.
32 minutes.
32-ish minutes now, we're past the merge point. 38-ish minutes. I don't know, math is hard. But we're in here. We should be on right around the 45. Flight of Passage, even though it's like a decade old at this point, still most popular ride in DAC. So anything under an hour, yeah, those are words I wanted to say. You should do it. Okay, bye.
It's gonna be tight back there.
Okay, Dr. Stevens, they're ready.
Expand the footprint.
Can everyone see me?
Yes.
Great. Welcome to the Avatar program. Soon, you're going to have a chance to undertake an amazing Na'vi rite of passage, flying on the back of this powerful animal called an Ikran, or as we call it, a Banshee.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Jackie Ogden from the Pandora Conservation Initiative. You're about to experience a ceremony that's very special to the Na'vi, flying on the back of an Ikran, or as we call it, a Banshee. To the Na'vi, connecting to an Ikran and flying on its back is an incredibly important rite of passage they call Ikni Maya. With permission from the Na'vi and in partnership with Alpha Centauri Expeditions, we can now bring this amazing experience to you. The way you'll be able to fly is by linking to an avatar that's already on the back of an Ikran. Let's see how this begin your flight. A Na'vi guide will lead you out. You'll experience the breathtaking beauty of Pandora, but you might also face some of its greatest challenges. Some of this flight might be intense, but trust your guide and be brave. As the Na'vi say during this important rite of passage, Stivak Ho, rise to the challenge. Good luck.
Welcome back. Please step off the link chair, gather your belongings, and exit the link chamber.
I had to confirm it before I told you.
Attention drivers, stow your gear on the back wall and then get onto the link chair the way we showed you in the video. Then
Still waiting for this fun fact.
Okay, so the very last
For
scene.
your safety,
Yeah.
throughout this entire
when he lands
experience,
on the-
remain
the-
seated. Lean forward.
The
hold
thingamabobber?
onto the
The tree.
handgrips.
Yeah.
You look straight out to the back.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Glasses in the orange bin.
You can see right now.
Oh, really? Thank you.
Thank you.
On the very left,
Yeah.
you can see Everest.
Okay.
Apparently on the right, you're supposed to see the tree of life. I couldn't see it.
Oh, there were a lot of trees.
Yes.
And there was life in it.
But I heard this back from a guy, and nobody was like, no, only like.
Yeah.
But, oh, they're there.
Okay, I gotta look now.
But it's.
Oh, hi. So, about 70 minutes on off-use potty ride and walk out of Pandora. I call that a win. Also, I'll bring you in up on the conversation as well. Did you know that Animal Kingdom's bathrooms are all designated as emergency animal shelters? So, apparently if you ever hear someone yell 36E, 96E, run for a bathroom and lock the door and don't open it, because even if someone is yelling on the other side, please let me in, that might just be an otter trying to fool you. Jumbo, everyone. We are in line for Safari. It said 20 minutes. But Lion King also just let out. And I feel like that might inflate our wait time. But we shall see. It is currently a time. And yeah, we'll see how long that actually takes for us to get on the ride. Okay. I really wasn't paying attention. So it's been X number of minutes. It's been 7 minutes. But we're funneling in Jumbo. Okay, I know it's photography tip, but I'm pretty sure that sign is lying. It is most definitely possible for them to stop the vehicle. We got our own row.
Sometimes they pair us.
Yeah, while we have one with the document right above your heads in animal spotting guide that some animals should be able to see. Trying to see like every one of them do the sleep and migration hat. It's usually a pretty good look. Everybody got the seatbelts on? Ah, alright, good. Nice. If you didn't know, I was just messing with you. So somebody looked back there.
So I should stop pulling the yellow tab?
Yeah, don't. If there's a yellow tab back there, they shouldn't be there. Sante Sana. Let's stay here in Harambe Twin Day. That means let's go. Woo! I'm Jumbo, everybody. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. Be your safari driver. Name's Gray, short for Grayson, long for Gut. A couple real quick safety reminders before we get out there. Make sure you keep the hands, arms, feet, legs on the side of the safari vehicle at all times. Make sure I was remaining seated throughout the entire safari. Right above your heads, animal spotting guide that some animals should be able to see. Probably won't see like every one of them do sleep and migration habits. You get good luck. I already mentioned that. Long day. Let's see what else. Anybody's first time? No?
Make sure you answer it right here.
Yeah, just me.
Right here.
Yeah.
No, right here.
Oh yeah? Nice. Not just me.
Not just.
Not like my real first time, just since the incident. I got it this time. Probably. Definitely maybe. I'm like 30% sure if I'm being honest.
I like those odds.
Yeah, it's good odds. Good odds. Doesn't get much better than that gold standard, you know, dude. First timer back there, you see a bunch of green things coming out of the ground. These are plants, not migratory for the most part. Hey, there's a little copy out there on the right. You got a pretty good look at her. And the little copy you might think is a relative of the zebra, given the white stripes on the legs and backside, but if you thought that, then you're wrong. Yeah, they're more closely related to the giraffe. You can tell that from unique skull shape, so the fact you got a prehensile tongue, just like the giraffe, two-toed ungulates, ruminants, chambered stomach, little hooves at the bottom of their feet. I really think they're unique. It turns out they're just a copy. Village numbers coming up. Past these bongo. Bongo goes to the forest. Rarely ever seen. Real treat. Get to catch a glimpse of them this close. And the road. And we're about to get a good look at them. Both the males and the females have horns. Females' horns tend to twist together on top. Males' horns kind of go straight back. Oh, there's a little greater kudu right there on the right. Puppy? No, greater kudu. I'm not mad, I was just disappointed. Head out of here, gonna head into the Safi River. Not like right in the river. Just next to it this time. Food, like half your body weight worth of food around once a week. I don't have to mention that. Been a lot of chit chat on the radio I'm listening to. They got a big traffic jam up here still. Might be able to see the culprit heading back towards the road. Way up there. Once they start migrating, they don't stop believing. It's more like calling a journey. There's one out here like a year old. He's about 12 foot. Getting pretty close to the height of some of the other ones. Fossil alarm, I don't see them yet. A couple of Ancoli back there though. Also known as Watusi cattle after the tribe that first domesticated them. There's a couple of elands coming up on the left. They don't usually get that close. Yeah, that's pretty cool. This is one of the larger females closer to you. Now, the male is a little further back. Sometimes you see him with a bunch of foliage on the top instead of a flower crown. Doesn't impress any potential mates. And if the female over there don't like the flower crown he's made, she'll knock it off using her horns. A lot of people get them confused for hyena, but they're in their own family hyenidae. Subtle differences with the skeletal structure, coloration, pack size, and mannerisms, causally and names, just about everything really. A little sable antelope out there on the left, underneath that old fallen tree. Dark brown coat, pointy horns, kind of tilted back. Anytime they feel threatened, they'll charge or overthrow. Most antelope just run away, knock down, take on a lion. That's why I see them all out of signage out front. A couple of wildebeest past that other old fallen tree. You'll probably see a couple of groups of them. They like to divvy up little groups throughout the day, allows for easy grazing, looking out for predators. It's kind of a group effort looking out for anybody. They don't have the best eyesight. That explains the Lion King situation a little bit. Termite mounds up here, kind of all over the place. Get their name because they're mounds made by termites. Made of only 3 things: termites, alignment, dung, dirt. It's kind of gross. That would have been my first choice. Number 2 on the list. This guy out there chewing their cud. It's regurgitated plant material. Stuff they ate 5 or 10 minutes ago. They get them to go around with digestion. Pretty much all the ruminants do that. It doesn't matter what you say to them, they're going to look down on you. Oh, you know, fun fact about elephants. They're one of the few mammals on the planet who like, physically can't jump. Same thing with manatees. That's another one. Look out there. Hey, you looking over here on the left? Oh, did you see him? There was a mandrill monkey over there by the palm tree, walking away from you. Behind the bushes now. This is a pretty rare sight. You really only see that dude once in a blue moon. Rafiki, he's a mandrill monkey. Kind of hard to tell though. Rafiki got like a really long tail, mandrill monkey, little short stubby tail. I tell you, that's creative liberty. Pretty sure you just forgot. I heard there were some signs of rhino activity up here in the east Savannah. That's a pretty good sign underneath that palm tree when you can see them. The white rhino. Get their name not from the coloration, but from the mispronunciation. The Afrikaans word fight. That means wide, big wide jawline. It's a subtle difference. If you got a good look at the black rhino out, a little interior, they got a more pointy, triangular upper lip. These guys are much more elongated, rectangular. There's a little cheetah coming up on the left. Top of this hill. Barely see him. Right on top. Kind of in between that bunch of trees there and the pile of sticks. 0 to 60, about 3 seconds. Dark circles around their eyes, real by excess light. Natural little pair of shades. They're pretty cool cats. There's one of the white rhinos coming out.
They're so cute.
I thought they were going to be a bit bigger. It's actually one of the smaller ones. No, I have another one up there. Ooh, she saw me. There's a little water buck behind the ostrich a little ways. Don't see too much of them. Heart-shaped noses. Ooh, very close.
Oh, nope, it looked at me. It saw me.
Gotta help out where they can. There's a couple of them up there holding down the fort. Little warden to get back. The coolest thing about them is their eyes. They got rectangular pupils. Pretty much on the side of their heads. There's like a 320, 340 degree field of view. Couple of wild safari drivers coming up. Flash photography that scare rather easily. We're gonna want to say goodbye. We do sad and final. Instead, like, use a Swahili word. Kwaherini means to go well. That's not Taysana. That means thank you. Thank you for joining me.
So that was a safari. Always a good thing when the ride is like double the length that you waited for. Take that as a win. Also, if you can't guess, with the tree of life behind me, we're leaving because responsibilities. We're old and have responsibilities now. But super quick trip to the Kingdom of the Animals, brought to you by Disney. Now, thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed. We didn't do a lot, but hopefully you watched. Do appreciate it. Anyways, catch you next time. And as always, remember to stay kind. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to exit through the gift shop.